So everybody had a fair share of embarrassing L's that they don't really talk about, at least not publicly for everybody to hear. And I, for one, I ain't no exception, big dog. Now, I could confidently say in my recent life I've taken a good bit of W's, right? Not to toot my own horn, it's just your boy a little good looking now. But it did take a lot of L's to become the man I am today. A lot of breakups, a lot of missed opportunities, and a lot of rejection, bro. Oh, I can't believe I don't know this. Rejection is one of the most bitter pills that all men and women alike have to swallow at some point in your life, right? Unless you don't, which in that case, fuck you, you're probably a horrible human being, really and truly. Because rejection is one of the key things that is build character. And if you haven't had a little taste, then you're stuck up. No in between. Now, with that being said, mine started at a very young age. I was a natural born lover boy, right? And especially for dark skinned girls. Now, don't get me wrong, big cookies and cream fan. Alright, I love cookies and cream more than I like dark chocolate, but some of that dark skin is just grab you, boy. You know what I'm saying? You'll just look like all your taste better. Jeffrey Dahmer was on to something. I just saying. Maybe that was too much. For L number 1, I couldn't have been more than, let's say, 9 years old, and the girl was 1 or 2 years older than me, so let's say 10, 11. But even at that age, I knew exactly what I wanted. This girl was dark skinned and she was tall. And that's really all I can say, because, bro, I was 10. We still talking about a 10-year-old. Chill out. And like most of us start off in the field, this girl was the daughter of my mother's friend. Not only that, but she lived like 5 minutes or less away from us. Y'all know where this is going. Y'all know. So one night we were at a birthday party for one of the kids in the neighborhood, right? Most likely one of my cousins. Why? Because it was at my aunt's house and she had triplets, so duh. We were doing what kids did at birthday parties, which is playing musical chairs, wiping cake on the birthday boy, and acting drunk from non-alcoholic beverages like apple J and pear tracks. Why? I don't know. Alright? Don't ask me no stupid question. That's just what we do. And if you didn't do it, you're lying. But for this whole party, I made it my duty to ramp with this girl, to make jokes, and get her to laugh and do this and that. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was sanding and priming this girl. Like I said, I knew what I wanted. I was like, tight shit. Now, the area that this story takes place in is a very tight-knit community. Everybody know everybody. So it's aunties here and it's uncles here and it's this, that. You'll know what I mean. If you all grew up in a community like that, just drop a comment and let me know which part you live from. Ebony, which is what we're gonna call home girl in this story, lived literally next door to my aunt. A 2-minute walk if so much. But despite what I just said about it being a tight-knit community and everybody knowing everybody, this is still bushland, bro. This is deep south. Bugs, mosquitoes, darkness, and lampposts that look very intimidating because they spread far apart. So peep game. At this point, the party was pumping for a while now and it started to get late. Ebony puts on her flip-flops, she grabs her party bag, and on her way to the door, she says her goodbyes. Now, this is my shot. Yo, Ebony, can we walk you out? And she's like, yeah. So we walk, and I don't think we talked very much. If you ever had a childhood crush, then you know exactly what I mean. You like them, they like you, both only know it, but it don't really have anywhere to go from there. The most all they can do is hold hands. See, that's you. A guy like me, when my grandmother had on Bold and the Beautiful, I was taking out a peek, bro. Peep game. Lock in. We get to our front door and we just linger there. We talk a little bit, you know, nothing crazy. But eventually, both of us start thinking the same thing. What? No. So, you had a good time? Yeah, with you and your strip itself? Yeah, I'll strip it on already. You're not gonna hug me before I go? Yeah. We have a warm embrace. And as we pull away, I move my hand from around her to under her chin. The ball is in the air. I lean in and I start pulling her face towards mine. My lips are ready. And that's when I realized her head did not fucking budge. I bricked. You don't want it? No response.
Oh! He
It's okay, you could tell me, I wouldn't be upset or anything. Not a word leave this girl mouth. At this point, shit is beyond awkward. She just standing there. She not looking at me. She ain't even talking to me. What do I do? Alright, well, I'm gonna head out. Then she closed the door in my face. Yep. She closed the door in my face. I didn't know what I did wrong. I didn't even get a response. And the whole time, kill me dead, she was on my body yardie. She wasn't. Yeah. She wasn't. I didn't even bother to go back to the party. I just took my ass home, bro. Now, as for why this girl rejected me, I don't know. I was young. Shut the fuck up. Maybe I didn't grow into my bat ears yet. Maybe I didn't grow into my buck teeth, you know? Your boy had it rough. All I know is that by fumble number 2, all of those problems were gone. I was 18 at the time, and I was working my first job, printing posters, billboards, painting replicas on canvas, you name it. And then one day, this fine woman walked in. Bro, like 5'6", dark skin, long braids, and she was curvy. Grown woman curvy. She looked to be in her late 20s, which was definitely older than I was at the time. But I'm gonna tell you something about women. They love to see men work. As to why, dog me no, ask your mother. But it could be as easy as a home repair to construction. But on this day, it was me carrying boxes. As she walks in, I'm in the middle of carrying some printing material up to my office. And surprise, surprise, she is here to print. Would? But I'd have played cool. So, box in hand, I told her, hey, just give me 2 minutes, I'm running up to my office and I'll be right back to take care of you. She says, alright, and I continue walking up the stairs, carrying the box. But as I near the top of the stairs, you know that feeling when you know a person watching you? Hard, like you're trying to dig a hole in the back of your skull with the eyes. That's how I was feeling. I turn around and lo and behold, this woman watching me, like me and my Johnny owing her money. Me? Me? Alright, my bad. My bad. Now walking up the stairs, I didn't break eye contact for a second. Peep game. Now by the time I rest on the printing materials and I walk back downstairs, she lost it. The sauce, yeah, the eye contact constant. She laughing, giggling. She all closer than the average customer. You know what I mean? So what you trying to do? What you trying to do? Well, at this point, I don't know if it's my 18-year-old brain in heat blowing the situation out of proportion, or if this woman is actually feeling your boy. So I handle it very professionally. Talk her through it, as in her order. Get your mind out the gutter, you fucking goon. Her order could take anywhere between 2 to 3 days to process. Look out for my call. I give her a friendly goodbye and I walk up the stairs. And that's when I hear, excuse me, how old are you? I had been caught. This question was my only weakness, because I knew from the moment she found out my age, she would drop me like a breadfruit. And I ain't no liar, so I puff out my chest and I say confidently, 18. I don't want to try and draw the face that she made, but it was something like this. I still had a shot. So I look at her, and in classic player fashion, you know what I said? Nothing. Bro, I had a girlfriend. Part of me wanted to walk back down them stairs and I know she need for some young loving, some good stuffing. But I knew that wouldn't have been the right thing to do. So I turned around and I went back to her. Now, ask me if I have a girlfriend. I don't. Which leads me to believe I should have walked back down them stairs. Yeah, I would end up crying enough. But I would end up crying with a sugar mommy. I'll not be crying for long. And let me elaborate on the sugar mommy part. Leave this one on a high note. 2 other encounters with this person led me to run a search, as I had their full name from doing business. And I found out that she was a fairly accomplished artist who was even featured in the newspapers. So yeah, food for thought. And talking about food, that brings me to the third and final L on this list. And as the video is almost like 13 minutes long, I'll try to keep it short. I was talking to this fine thing, bro. Yes, she was dark skinned. And for her birthday, she wanted to hit this one sushi spot, right? As it was her birthday, it wouldn't be just me and her. It would be me, her, and a couple of her friends, which all fine and dandy by me. Now, let me say this. Sushi ain't cheap. Especially not when you're 17. But at the time, me and this girl was talking for a minute. Like, talking, right? And she was bad. Plus, she was a Hello Kitty girl. If you know, you know. So boom. Fast forward to the night of the dinner. Everybody pull up. The whole crew is there. The food, bussin'. And I'd recently bought my first camera and I brought it. So the flicks was flicking. You understand? Plus, it was a birthday like me. Boy, I had on a camera outfit. Like, I still have the pics up on my IG. Go see the IG for the flicks, bro. Please and thanks. This girl and I, let's call her Aliyah, would definitely feeling each other, which is no surprise. We were talking for a minute, right? But tonight, everything was immaculate, extravagant, until the bill came. Now, if your friend invites you to a birthday dinner, right? How do you think payment should be handled? Regardless of what your answer is, it should be discussed beforehand, as in before the night of the dinner. Stay with me. The only reason I here is because it's my gal birthday. So who you feel like paying for? Me and my gal. So you could imagine my shock when it's time to go and the bill comes, everybody looking around like they confused. This one person was like, oh well, I woke with my card, but I only have X amount of money. Another person was like, oh well, Trisha paying for me, so on and so forth. Out of the entire group, only like 1 or 2 people actually had their stuff together. Payment was not planned and the bill is on the table. Everybody going back and forth, and I just come to the realization I cannot pay this bill. And I'm gonna explain to you why. As a man, I cannot take public embarrassment. I don't like to argue in public. God forbid the day comes where I fall in front of a group of people, I'm not getting up. I waited on an ambulance. With that being said, I refuse to bicker about a bill in front of a restaurant, a waiter, and a body. No. So I cut through the confusion with, I'll pay the bill. Which was dumb. That was stupid. I should have just wait until everybody had their stuff sorted out. I can't just wait. But me trying to be Bruce Wayne and not look broke in front of this girl, I was like, yeah, I have money. I didn't. I did not. I do not have money. I open the bill and the bill is over $1,000. Yeah. Now, a lot of people will say that in the grand scheme of things, $1,000 is not no big money, right? To that I say, try spending $1,000 in a night. I can't do that today. I mean, not in the spur of the moment. I can't just go out and spend $1,000. I am not that guy. Alright? And I definitely was not that guy at 17. But I said yes. And I paid the bill. I didn't make a fuss. Didn't cry about it. We had a good time after. We were still taking flicks. But in my head, I'm like, I know I will not be walking home for a minute. I know. All so that I would not look broke in front of this girl. Self-induced L. Last one on the list. So the badnesses go.
Yeah, man, where your heart up here? East side. Everything you want, get a visa. Make a bad man when I take man. Put your hands for the knees and we first start. Presidential, when the beach drop, we get gal easy like ABC. Yeah, go. Anything that you want, you get that, no. She beg for good lumber. 12 in the morning, she calling me dad. Fine like a demon, she love the dog. Bad bitch, she gon' break my heart. But me not care, no.